Hello everyone. Today we are going to see pest infesting mango crop. Mango, as we know, having a great importance in among the Indian fruits, but it is in another way it is getting infected by different types of pests. Few are borer pests, few are sucking pests. Let us see. This is mango hopper. Mango hopper, scientific name is Amritodes atkinson or Idioscopus clypealis. It belongs to family Cicadillidae and order Hemiptera. The species Amritodes atkinson is the largest and having light brown color with two black spots on their scutellum. Here we can see three black color spots on their scutellum. The anterior margin of pronotum, anterior margin of pronotum. See, this is anterior margin, and this is a pronotum shield. The triangle is pronotum shield. Whereas the Idioscopus species, Clypealis species, is the smallest and lighter in color, with two spots on the scutellum, which are dark, and Clypeus is entirely black in color. So their generation starts in June to August. Hoppers are seen on mango tree trunk, while in February to April generation it is confined to find on the foliage, and it causes severe losses to the mango crop. Adult hoppers spend winter into the cracks and crevices on the tree trunk under the loose bark. Hoppers usually prefers a shady and damp places to hide themselves. Actually, after spending entire winter in the adult stage, the females start to lay their eggs under the singly or in cluster of 100 and 200, 100 to 200 within the leaf tissues near to the flower buds or on the tender leaves during February to March. Usually eggs are get hatched within 7 to 10 days. The nymph, after getting immersed from the eggs, they start to get aggregated towards the shoots and start to suck the plant sap. Nymphs are smaller than their adult, and nipple period is for 2 to 4 weeks. There are actually two peaks of generation of the insects during February, April, and another is in June to August. Because of the attack of this pest, the hoppers develop enormously in number and start to suck the juices from inflorescence and other tender plant parts, which results into the reduction of vigor of the plant, which leads to reduction in the fruit set, and even the premature fruit fall is also observed. The infestation also leads to develop sooty mold, since they are known to excrete out honeydew substances. Egg laying also inflicts the injuries to inflorescence because the eggs are penetrated into the leaf tissues, so that also impacts the inflorescence. The infestation ranges from 25 to 50%, and in severe cases the total crop loss has been observed. During the remaining part of the year, means during the off season, these hoppers occurs in a small numbers, and they rest under the loose bark or on the leaves of mango on undersurface. High humidity in the year during flowering time or flowering duration encourages the insect multiplication. The damage the damage cause affected flowers which are get withered and get dropped down. This is an important symptom caused by this pest. Presence of black sooty mold on floral and on the tender parts of plant. high humidity in orchard due to waterlogging and shading, and sometimes high density planting or overcrowding of trees favors the building up of these mango hoppers. So to control this pest, actually we need to clean our orchard, avoiding overcrowding by maintaining proper plant population, avoid waterlogging conditions, proper pruning of the tree after harvest to facilitate proper sunlight and air that minimizes hopper population. It is recommended to spray endosulfan 3 ml or carbaryl 3 grams per liter of water at flower bud initiation. At the time of emergence of inflorescence, before flowering, during the time of anthesis, recommended to apply dimethoate or thiamethoxam or imidacloprid 3.3 ml per liter of water. When fruits are at pea size, apply phosphomidon 1 ml or dimethoate or acephate. Avoid the waterlogging condition. Add sulfur 3.5 gram per liter of water to the insecticide to avoid the attack of mites and sooty mold, since sulfur is considered as acaricide to control mites and also a fungicide to avoid sooty mold, black fungi like Capnodium fungus. We can also apply insecticide with a cloth on the tree trunk or on the stem or some branches or twigs to avoid the off seasonal attack. Another important pest is mango stem borer, Batocera rufaliformis or Batocera rubus. These are two scientific names of two species of this pest. Cyrambicidae is its family, order Coleoptera. Mango stem borer is a common pest in India. It is polyphagous pest infesting mango, apple, fig, mulberry, eucalyptus, jackfruit, and on papaya also. The adult is well built, conspicuously long in size, having long and brown colored antennae. The beetles are grey in color, measures about 4.5 to 5.5 centimeter long. It has two pink to red color spots on and some lateral spines on the thorax. See such lateral spines on the thorax and on the pronotum shield also. Two red color spots or pink color spots on the pronotum shield. And the beetles are having hard elytra and is a long horn. The females are deposit their eggs singly under the loose bark. The females deposit their eggs under the loose bark. Here we can see in the image a female lying on the tree trunk, and it prefer to deposit their egg under the loose bark on the tree trunk. The egg get hatched within 1 to 2 weeks. After hatching from egg, the grub bores to the tree trunk. Such grubs can be observed on the tree trunk. It used to bore on the tree trunk. After getting emerged from the egg, it makes the zigzag tunnels inside the tree trunk, and in the severe cases, the whole tree can get dies within a few days of attack. The symptoms of attacks are masses of frasse and sap exuded from the bore hole. We can observe around the tree trunk. We can observe the frasse or sawdust like material around the trunk, and also some sap is getting oozed out from such bored holes. The leaves start to get withered, and branches become dry and start to fall the leaves. The branches are get collapsed, tree gets succumbed, and in severe cases the full grown grub is yellowish white or fleshy and about 10 centimeter long, with a dark brown head having strong jaws enough to cut the inner tree trunk. It used to pupate inside the larval tunnel in the stem itself. Pupal period lasts for 4 to 6 months. The adult emerges out during May to June. It get emerged out. The adult is get emerged out after first shower of rain in the monsoon. This insect is known as Mruga Nakshatra insect in Maharashtra. It is worshipped during Mruga Nakshatra for the arrival of rain in late conditions. It's a fictitious and controversial thing, since it's a harmful insect causing severe losses to the mango tree. This pest can be controlled by removal of affected portion to avoid the grubs and pupae. The borehole traces and the borehole can be traced, and it can be opened with a wired or iron hook. It is also called as a probe method. Insert the flexible iron wire into the borehole as much as it can possible. A swab of cotton also used to cotton swab also threatened inside, soaked in a chloroform or petrol or carbon disulfide or kerosene, or also with dichlorvos 10 ml per liter of water into the hole, and after that we can seal the hole with a mud made by insecticidal solution, or apply or inject methyl parathion 1 ml per liter of water into the borehole, or also we can insert the tablets of aluminum phosphide to kill the internal grubs. When burrows are superficial, extract the grubs with stiff hook or iron wire and paint the Borax paste on the tree trunk to avoid further attack or further oviposition. The next pest on mango is mango nut weevil, or also called as mango stone weevil. It's a monophagous pest infesting mango. The previous monophagous pest of mango was mango hopper and mango stone weevil. These two are monophagous pests, exclusively feeds on mango. It is a major pest in South Asia, South India. It is widely distributed in tropic regions. The sweet varieties of mango are more attacked by mango stone weevil. It is considered as a very serious pest infesting mango. The adult weevil is about 6 to 8 mm in length, grayish brown in color, and it is stoutly built. Antennae are 10 segmented and elytra are convex in shape. The non-fruiting in the non-fruiting season, beetles or the adult weevils remain hidden under the bark. The mother weevil selects a place on developing fruit, makes a boat or crescent shaped shallow depression by scooping with the help of the snout, and lay their eggs singly and cover with a transparent gelatinous material on the fruit. The eggs are get hatched within a week. Grub is white or creamy in color, fleshy and legless. Apodous grub can be seen. A newly hatched grub immediately tunnels in a zigzag way through the pulp, and it also or into the endocarp, and reached to the seed coat until it reaches the cotyledons, and the seed coat hardens afterward. Inside the stone, it feeds on the cotyledons and molts 5 times. That grub molts 5 times in a 5 weeks, and it used to pupate inside the stone. As a result, the fruit develops and the tunnel get healed up. The damage results in ovipositional injuries and eggs on marble-sized fruits. We can see the tunneled cotyledons, and fruit drops at marble-sized stage is observed very severely. Some rotten fruits can be seen, which are get dropped down, which is the major source of carryover of this paste from one plant to another. The adult is get immersed out within 7 days within the stone only. During the life cycle of the weevil, if the infested fruits falls and decays, then adults comes out by cutting the stone. If not, adult make its way out through the pulp. The life cycle is completed within 40 to 50 days, and only one generation is get completed in 1 year. The infestation sometimes goes up to 100% in severe cases of sweet varieties. The pest is sensitive to temperature and to low humidity, and is more confined to humid areas. Due to this pest, Maryland of USA does not allow mango imports from India. But since from last few years, actually we take over on the issue like mango stone weevil. Let's see their management practices: collection and destruction of infested fruits, plowing orchards after fruit harvest to expose hibernating adults, killing adults before fruiting season by treating bark with spraying the solution like monocrotophos 1.6 ml per liter of water, applying carbaryl 3 gram or phenitrophthalate 1 ml per liter of water at the time of fruit set and 1 month after fruit set. Hot water treatment of fruit for a specified period at 60 degrees centigrade to kill the weevils which are present inside the stone, but it is not recommended fruit fly maggot within which is within the pulp. Hot water treatment is not useful for maggots of fruit flies, but it can be very much effective against mango stone weevil. Here we can see with the help of its snout, the female is making a depression, and this is a maggot, this is a grub which is get inserted into the stone. The next important pest is mango fruit fly. Its scientific name is Bactrocera dorsalis. It belongs to family Tephrididae and order Diptera. This is one of the major pests of mango in India. It also known to infest guava, peach, citrus, pear, banana and papaya. The adult fly is yellowish or orange colored or brown in color, dark brown with hyaline wings and yellow colored legs. The eggs are laid in small clusters of 2 to 15. These are the clusters. 2 to 15 clusters are laid inside the pericarp of with such ovipositor by the female just under the rind. The egg period is for 2 to 3 days in March and April, and it can be prolonged up to 10 days in winter. So after getting hatched from the egg, the maggot start to damage the semi-ripened fruit, and it causes by maggot and adult in terms like fruit puncturing for oviposition. The ovipositional puncture made by the female serves as an entry for some pathogens which are causing rotting inside the fruit. Maggot feeds on the pulp and convert the pulp into the bad smelling discolored semi-liquid mass, which is usually unfit for consumption. The fruits develop brown rotten patches on them and fall to the ground eventually. The symptom of attacks are semi-ripe fruits with a decayed spot and dropping of fruit. We can see sting mark and rotted sap, which is getting oozed out from such holes. And in the decayed fruit, we can see such maggot. This is a Urcephalus maggot having a hook-like mouth part. We can see into the rotted fruit. This pest can be controlled by collection and destruction of fallen fruits or rotten fruits, raking under tree, since this pest used to pupate inside the soil. Mixing of carbaryl 10D into the soil at the rate 50 to 100 gram per tree. Hanging from the tree branches plastic containers with a bait made by methyl-eugenol. This methyl-eugenol trap is also called as a fruit fly trap, which contain 2 ml of methyl-eugenol plus carbofuran 3% granules at 3 gram and a liter of water. Make a solution and hang it into the container to sufficiently attract and kill the male flies. We can apply foliar spray with malathion 2 ml per liter of water or acephate 1.5 gram per liter of water. Here we need to remember its site of oviposition and pupation, and importantly a male attracting methyl-eugenol. We can also control heat treatment, supply the heat, or we can also double dip method, means we can immersion of mango fruits in water at 40 degrees centigrade for 20 minutes, followed by 10 minutes at 46 degrees centigrade to get 100% mortality of Bactrocera dorsalis eggs which are laid inside the ripened semi-ripened fruit. In this way we can control this Bactrocera dorsalis. The another pest is mango mealybug, Drosera mangifera. The attack of Drosera mangifera is low in Maharashtra. Not that entire plant is get attacked by mealybug. Few branches or few shoots are get attacked by the mealybug. It belongs to family Pseudococcidae, order Hemiptera. This is a giant mealybug, serious problem in north and central India. Female lay their eggs in the cluster within the ovisac on underside of tree in the soil under the tree at the depth of 5 to 15 centimeter during April to May. The adult female crawls down to the tree in April-May and it enters into the soil to deposit their ovisac. They used to hibernate till November. The egg hatches during November and December. The nymph ascends and climbs to the tree, and they used to crawl on the tree trunk, and they reaches to the inflorescence. They get settled to the inflorescence. Nymph and adults severely suck the inflorescence, fruit stalk and fruits, leading to flower drop, and also premature fruit drop is observed. They are also secrete the honeydew on which a sooty mold is start to get developed, and the sooty mold can covers the entire fruit, so that blackening and blackening due to Capnodium fungus is severely observed. It can be controlled with a deep summer plowing at the base of tree trunk after harvest to expose the eggs of mealybug, dusting methyl parathion or endosulfan under the tree or inside the soil. Apply dichlorvos 1 ml or imidacloprid 0.3 ml per liter of water, or phosphamidon 1 ml can also control mealybug infestation from the orchard. Also, as a mechanical control, we can place such a greasy bands or sticky bands on the tree trunk to trap the crawling females from tree to the soil, or we can also trap the crawlers from soil to the shoots. These are some important pests infesting mango. Hope you get the information infesting mango. Besides these pests, mango plant is get attacked by leaf weber. Some pests like termites, thrips, red tree ants, and another one is mango fruit borer. These are minor pests, and we'll share the notes of all these. Thank you so much.